It's Zippy today on a beautiful Thursday. It's a beautiful Thursday, so it's a little fast, so pace it out. Just letting you know. Oh, well, Betty, take it easy today, okay? I have a chair over there, you see, and it should have a pillow on it for later. Just in case you need to run and go get your pillow now. So I have my water, I have my weights and tubing. The music seems a little zippy to me. This combination is really about balancing, so it's not particularly hard. It's a little quick, but it's about making, when people go to step on something, like in my house, it was like, oh, I almost stepped on the cat and then took my weight off. Or I stepped forward and then had to balance a moment, maybe working in the garden. So this should have some practical applications to it. We'll be tapping our foot in front and back and then doing a grapevine, and then the next time we'll tap our foot behind and in front and do a grapevine, and then we work on that little balance thing. So hopefully this will work out for you. Hang in there, give it a try, but let's get warmed up. There we go. I'm going to start with a step in the tap to the side to the side. Anytime you need to take a break or maybe not do something that I'm doing, that's okay. The fact that you got up to give this a go is a big win, don't you think? Swing your arms. So if you have space, I always encourage using as much space as possible. But if you're limited, you got to work with the space you got, right? Hold your feet apart. So we do rhythmic moves to gently wake up the body. Turn to your right, so you mirror me. Rocking forward, toe and heel. Reaching forward, pulling back. So now I'm a little more stable with my feet. And sometimes this can seem a little off-putting as well. So ground yourself. Now I'm going to hold the arms forward, zip your zipper really tight, and your belly is held in. And then bring the hands behind. Grab them or lace them. Straighten up the elbows. Lift the hands up off your back. Now as I bend the elbows, the back heel lifts. So I'm in my rocking horse. Four more. Now back to let your arms swing, face me. We're here. Go ahead and turn to your left side. Arms split. Using your feet. Hold those feet, reach out. So wake up that core. Ugh. Find your balance. Both heels are down. And make sure your belly is nice and tight to support the back as you press forward. Bring the hands onto your back. Straighten the elbows. Lift the hands up. And when you bend your elbows, pick up the back heel and rock your horse. Rock that horse. Doesn't it seem a little zippy to you? Two more sets. There's one. There's two. Now march. Face me. Tap your right toe. Tap your left toe. Now part of our combo today, I will say lean back or lean forward. Heel out. Because that's where we get usually our balance challenged. Hold your right heel, tap that toe. Really lift it. Do you remember this is for the tibialis? Whole body is quiet except for the toe tapping. Okay, switch legs. Lift that foot as high as possible. Activate your shin muscles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hamstring stretch. Let's go dynamic. That means I go to the stretch, then I come up from the stretch, giving me a chance to ascertain how deeply to go, how things are feeling. Remember, sticking that bum out, so you're creating a little warm up on that hamstring. Okay, let's hold it, passive. Belly in, chest up. Roll yourself up, and we'll do that dynamic stretch with the other foot up, and the hamstring pulls gently and releases. So I'm enjoying walking around my house. We got the windows washed that I can't reach yesterday. It's just lovely. I can see clearly now. Okay, I'm going to hold the hips back, belly in, chest up. So this should not hurt. As you roll yourself up, move those shoulders around. And then add an elbow. So if you're limited in some shoulder movement, this is good enough. For those who can take it all the way over the head, take it over the head. Okay, march in place. All right, let's get started with this combo. So the first one, and we'll go slow, so disregard music. Tap in front, lift your foot, tap in back. Now, if that's problematic to your knee, tap the floor. So less tweaking on the knee. You'll see me reach for a foot. That's not necessary. So we do one of these. Let's do one more to the front and the back. Now here's my grapevine. 1, 2, 3. Keep doing your grapevine. We only do one grapevine. So grapevine isn't the only option. You can do the 2-step if crossing bothers your hips. So these are rather small because the music is fast. Okay, so then we're going to hold it to the right side, having done one. Now here's the balance. Your left foot is up. You're going to step forward on the left foot and balance, then step back together, and then with the other foot. Step, hold. So my back foot is lifted, and I have to balance for an instant. So practice that. Now you may see me go on the diagonal. I have the space for that. See if you can straighten out that back leg. And my body's leaning out over my thigh. And then hold it here. So I do my tap front and back. How many times? Once. Or if I prefer the floor, knowing what you can and have options to do. So let's do one more and a grapevine. How many grapevines? Just one. Let's make the next one the last one. So after my grapevine, I'm tapping. I'm stepping forward on that free foot, and then I step back, step, step. Now as you get more into this, feel free to jump out onto that leg if your spine and hips can do that. Otherwise, just step and lift the back leg. Any arms that help you balance for that instant that we're there. Squeeze your twist, she said out loud to herself. So that's the pattern. So one more each way. Okay, march right foot. Should we give it a try? Let me feed your head. It's tap front, tap back, one grapevine, leap forward, switch legs, leap forward, switch legs. Tap front, tap back, grapevine, tap forward, jump forward. Okay, we can do this. 4, 3, right foot goes side and front, grapevine, come forward, left foot goes side and in front, forward, side tap, work your way through and pause, tap, don't worry about the arms, get the feet, I'll just take mine out of it. So you're jumping toward me or stepping toward me, forward. Good thing we are going fast, so you'd have to be hanging out here forever. Couple more, I'm adding my arms. Tap side, front, side, back, grapevine, one time. Tap and leap out. Side, front, side, back. How's it going? After your body learns it, a little less thinking me thinks. So I'm working to straighten the back leg. Side tap front, back, one grapevine, step forward and freeze. Side front, side back, freeze. Now we're gonna stay right here and march. That was fast, wasn't it? Same pattern, 2 minor changes. Instead of tapping the foot in front, it's going to go behind first. Let's practice that. Side and back. If you prefer tapping the floor, so I do one of these. I still do one grapevine, but because I started back, I'm going to jump back, switch legs, tap behind, tap in front, one grapevine, the foot that's up, lean back, step, step, lean back, step, step. So not using the music, tap back, tap front, grapevine, and step back, ready with your left foot, side back, in front, and grapevine, tap back, lean, step back, lean, right foot side back. So every time the foot goes back, you know you're going to jump back. Last time, and then we'll take it at that tempo. Step back, march. Here's the pace, doing the one behind. A 5, 6, 7, 8, side, back, side, front. Now you jump back and hold. Side tap. Back. Side, back, side, front. Side. And back. And march. So we have 2 similar patterns. We're going to do one on each side once, and then one of the other each side once. I will call it out to you. Front is front, back is back. 5, 6, 7, side, front. Go. Jump front. Side tap. Go. Front. March. That was the first one. Second one, taps behind. 5, 6, 7, 8. Go back. Left foot, side tap back. Step back. Back to the front, side front. Jump front. front. Now it's time for the back side. Back. Jump back now. Hey! Side, back, front, grapevine once. Step back. We're at the beginning with the side tap in front. Go. In front. Side tap in front means you jump front. Now behind. Go back. Side back. Heart rate going up a little, hey? One more time, side in front. Go. Forward. Side front. Go. Step front, hold it. Side back. And back. Yep. Side back. Go. Back. Now, keep your march. So that's the first one. Second one. Again, a balance, but because it's faster, it's easier. Kick forward, right and left. These are low kicks. Eventually, you can do skippity-doo, or you can just step it. Grounded, or with a bit of impact. Go sideways. Now in this pattern, we do 2 kicks, right, left, forward. We do 2 kicks to the right. Let's do that. Right, left, forward, 2 right, left, right, forward, 2 left, forward, 2 side. Are you getting the balance part? You can see I'm touching my foot down on that second pass of the tap. But what if I floated it? What if? Make sure you're squeezing your belly, because that's where you get your support from. And be glad the music is as fast as it is, for balance sake. Now this isn't, we're not there yet. This isn't it. I'll still do my forward, and I'll do my side, but my second kick I'm going to step over. So here it comes, second kick, go, second kick, go. So I take a bigger, instead of just kicking twice, the second one I go out and over. Now that may not work for you, so you can just do the 2 kicks as we were doing. So where is that balance element? When you land, try not to put that foot down before you go to the front kick. Now I'm going to add some arms that may or may not work for you. Skippity-doo. And you have to land on that one foot and balance. Over, forward, forward, side, go. Forward, forward, side, go. You remember you could do those 2 without the jump. Here it is. You could do this. We'll be going at the same time. Or you could do that second jump, challenging yourself. A couple more, figure it out. Try not to let that foot drop when you jump over. And just march. My heart rate went up a little. I put in my effort. That's part 3. Part front, we touch in front. Part 2, we touch behind. Part 3, we kick forward. Should we do it? 5, 6, 7, 8, front and back, go. Jump front and hold. Left foot, tap front and back, go. Forward. Now side tap back, go. Jump back, side and back, Go. Jump back. Here comes skippity-doo. 2 and go on the second. Keep doing this. Kick and go. Try not to drop that foot. Back to the beginning. Side tap. Go forward. Side tap. Go forward. Step up. Side tap behind. Go. Now go step back. Side tap behind. Go. Step back. Here comes kicks forward, right, left. From the beginning, side tap in front. Go and jump forward. Freeze. Side front. Forward. Side go behind. Go back. Side tap back. And back. Here comes skippity-doo. 2 skips forward, 2 kicks forward. Side twice. Last one. Okay, hold it here. Grab a sip of water. Shove your water just to keep yourself lubricated. Okay, as you're coming back, here's your setup. No hands. Heel goes up, knee goes in. Do you see my pineapple is turning? So it's not just my leg. It's not my leg. It's turn your pineapple. So the entire leg and hip. Now this is fine for what we're going to do across or up, but we'll need a little more when we go down. Both knees will need to bend. So you can see how important your alignment is, especially if we're going fast. Punch across. Really focus on your leg placement. Punch overhead. Turn your pineapple. Punch down, you're going to have to go below the knee. You see I'm reaching below my knee, that's my challenge. Cross the chest. I'm going slow so you can focus on your legs. Then we'll go faster. Overhead. Turn your pineapple. Now I'm going down. Now, if you don't want to go faster, you just do the slower ones. Go across or over or down when I say. Across. Up. Across. Down. Ooh. Across. Up. Turn your pineapple. Across. Down. Let's go 2s. Across. Up. Across. Down. Across. Up. Across. Down. Step touch. Woo! So, for some of you with your hips or your back, modification or tempo change is fine. Let's try it again. Here we go. Up, across, down, cross, up. We can get real crazy. Go across, now go down and across, and up, across, down turn, cross, up. Now no across, down, up, down. Turn your pineapple. That's the hard work. Last one up. Step touch. That's at the end of the combo. Now we have 4 parts. Tap in front, tap in back, kick forward, and the pineapple turn, as I'm going to call it today. Okay, here it comes. Starts with the right foot. Got it out there? 5, 6, 7, 8. And forward. Side tap. Go. Forward. Now you tap back. Now step or jump back. Side, tap back. Go, jump back. Now we do the kick forward, right, left. 2, side, jump on the second if you can. Last one. Okay, get yourself up for the, turn the pineapple. We're going side up, side down. Now we're going to change it, side down, side up, go up. Now do that in 2s. Down, across, up, turn your body across. Last time across. Now we just go up and down. Here it is, up, up, down, down. Turn your body, lower your body, reach, high. Make it an effort. If it's not an effort, is it worth your time? Step touch. One last time from the beginning. 5, 6, 7, 8. Going forward. Side front. Go. Going forward. Side tap behind. Go. Jump back, jack. Side tap back. That tells you you're going to jump back, yes? 2 kicks forward, right and left. We do this one more time. And it's right. Go right. Okay, here's the punches. Up. Turn your pineapple across. Now down. Head up. 2s. Up. Cross. No more cross. Up and down. Up. Up. New pattern. 1 up, 1 down. 1 up, 1 down. Turn your pineapple. 4, 3, change it. Start down, then go up. Down, up. Push it. Breathe. 4, 3, 2. Light jog in place. Light jog. If you have space, jog around your space. Keep jogging around. I'm going to open my blinds. See my clean windows. Keep jogging around. Heels in front, hands on side. Notice how your heart rate is changing. So I'm going to pause an instant before I change feet. So it's here, here. So where I was going like this, and if that's what you'd prefer to do, I'm pausing with my heel in front. Now I'm going to go faster than this, where they just quickly go, but you be you, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. Shuffle those feet. Back to slow heels. change the toe tap side. Same pattern, same options. Wait for a second, then change. If for any reason this doesn't work for you, do this. This is fine. This is just a wee bit more. And then there's a wee bit more from that. I'm gonna go to the next one, but you be you. 5, 6, 7, 8. Be careful. Slow it down if you need to. Slow march, right, left. 2, slow march. March fast. March slow. Fast. 2, slow. 4, fast. If you have space, do your slow forward. Do your fast backwards. Good, so we're moving into a cool down. As we began, feet apart, swing the arms. Just lifting my heels. Let's get the upper body ready for the workout it's gonna do. For those who can, arms wave overhead. That works your core. Can you feel it? Move it quickly. Lean your body weight. Arms in front, workout. There are no twists. And drop those arms. Should feel like you've brought energy down. Let's go get our chair, and as I said, you will need a pillow for that chair. If yours already has one, that's great, because it's going to need a little padding, or at least I need a little padding. Now check your space, because you're going to be laying on your belly across the chair, and so you don't want to be kicking stuff. I will show you, then I'll let you get set up. So I come down, so my chest is off, my feet are kind of wide, and then I reach for the floor. Now I understand you have varying heights of chairs or things that you may or may not be working with. If you're not using a chair, go to your hands and knees and do all fours. So we come to all fours. I'm on my fingertips. Let me move this back a little bit so you see a little better. Okay. So working through our posterior chain. Let's just lift one leg up, doesn't matter which one. Bring it down, bring the other leg up. Oops, there's a couch. Let's move over a little, Karen. There we go. Now hold that down, one arm forward. Now you have checked. Are you good? Let's go back around, do the first leg. This should not be causing pain. You might feel there's an effort, but it should not hurt. It should not give you a zing. Okay, opposite arm, opposite leg, sort it out for yourself. Don't care which arm or which leg. Opposite lift and switch. Keep your chin up. So you may notice that your back has to stabilize since your limbs, also known as levers, are moving away from the body. Okay, I'm going to see if I can lift one arm with an elbow bent and then pick up the other elbow bent. If this doesn't work for you, keep one hand down. So I'm going to tug as one elbow, or if two works, make sure your feet are down, don't face plant. Imagine there's a pillow between your legs to help give extra support. Go ahead, put your hands down. Same thing, lift up one leg. Now this one will be affected by where you are on the chair. You might not be able to lift both legs, so if you need to scoot forward to get the ballast correct, scoot up a little bit. If you can only do one, you're going to pulse the leg up. If you can lift both legs, pulse both legs up. Yes, we are working our back. Rectus spinae. And then pause. Now if you scoot it up, you're going to come back a little, and we're going to place our hands at the front edge of the chair. Zip your zipper only go as far up as feels appropriate. Those of us with spinal stenosis should not go up all the way into this full back bend. So go as far up as you can. Shoulders are down. Again, squeeze that imaginary pillow between your legs. You're going to feel a little bit through your triceps. Careful, those elbows stay in. There's no room on one side with the chair back there, right? So keep your elbows in. It's like a chaturanga in yoga. I'll do 2 more. If you need to pop down and hang out, that's okay. I'm going to go there in a moment. Okay, I'm going to hang down like a wet noodle. I'll bend my knees and just drape. This should make your spine feel like it's getting a nice stretch. Now I'm moving to my knees. I understand not everybody can or should do that. So as I kind of slide back gently onto my knees, and I'm on carpet, so that's pretty easy. I'll show you a standing one. You're going to put one leg out to the side and then lean forward into the chair. You should feel this on your adductor, your inner thigh. For those who say, yeah, I'm not going on my knees, you do the one where you stand up, you do the same thing, and you pull the hips out. For you, not leaning forward, but leaning off to the side. For those of us on the floor, I'll get with you. So it's really like someone's taking my hips and pulling them the opposite direction of my extended leg. Should feel good. Switch legs. Again, for those of you who cannot kneel, there's a standing option. My hips, oh, yes. If you don't feel the inside of your thigh, what are you doing? All right, we're all gonna stand up. Try not to use the chair if you don't have to, just saying. All right, bring your weights to the chair. Bring your weights to the chair. So, traditional bicep-tricep combo with an over-the-head shoulder press, optional standing. So, let's interpret what I just said. As I sit, here's my bicep, hinging to do the tricep combo. Then my option will be, and you can bend the elbows as the hands come to your shoulders, standing up, doing over-the-head shoulder press, coming down and returning. Now I know you couldn't see over the head, so let me back up a little bit. Now you may look at that and say, I'm going to use light weights, or you may be fine with the weights that you have. You've had a preview, so let's go through it slowly. First one's the bicep curl. Now lean forward, tricep extension, and sit tall. If you're not going to do standing up, at least bring the hands to your shoulders. Then everybody can go over the head, come back to the shoulders, and then we'll all put our arms down. Now I'm going to do it without standing up so you can see that variation. Bend the elbows, lean forward, do it with me. Straighten the elbows, sit tall, bend the elbows, push up, everybody sits down, and we're back to the beginning. I'll do it with you. I'll vacillate between sitting and standing, and you can do the same. Make sure your feet are not back under your knees. That's a thing for people. All right, let's do bicep, very slow. Hinge forward, kick into your tricep, and up. Optional stand, overhead press, back to the seat, and we're up. Bicep lean forward, tricep kick back, sit up tall, bend the elbow, over the head shoulder press, back And we're at the beginning, so you get a couple of extra bicep curls, which those muscles can always do extra. I'm gonna stand as I bring the elbows bent, then lift. Remember, it's not directly over my head. Breathe when you're working. Now you have weights in your hands, so if you're sitting and standing, please make sure you hit the chair. So if you don't want to take that risk, here's your option. Couple more, and then I'm gonna go a little faster. I'm gonna see if I can do that. I may not, so we'll play with it. Okay, here we go. Bicep, tricep, shoulder press, sit down. That's quick. Not standing up makes it much easier, must say. Two more. You can go to slower pace. Think of the quality of your move over the speed of your motion. Okay, let's hold it down. Feet apart, hands inside the legs. Go ahead, drop your left weight all the way down. Now stay where you are with that weight dropped and put the weight in the other hand and brace so this knee doesn't come in. Look how low my hand is, almost to my ankle, and I'm not rounded, my chest is open. Let's do a few more of the bicep curls. As I said, they could do a lot more than some of our other muscle groups. Yes, we're doing sumo squats today, yay. Don't leave early. I have an option if you'd rather not do sumo squats. You can do pliés. Could be your ballerina self. Okay, I'm gonna hold the weight up, come back up, put the weight in my hand, brace, and then just like I did on the other side, but this time don't put it down. Just get it low towards your ankle. Now you're vulnerable here, so keep that arm adjacent to your right leg and then do your bicep curls here. So why this variation? It helps you isolate. You don't get to pull your elbow back. There's a leg in the way. You don't get to swing your weight. There's a leg in the way. And there's an element of your core, belly in. Couple more. You want to finish with the weight up so you can easily come up without stressing the back. Okay, I'm going to bend down, pick up my other weight. Knees are together. If you want to stick that pillow between the legs, you can. So I'm going to hinge forward, squeeze the legs together, and do my simultaneous arm row. My parameters are weights to my hips and weights just in front of my shins. Let me spin sideways and show you. That's it. Now, if at some point you feel like, gosh, those are getting heavy, you can set your weights down. And remember, we often go offloaded and make the muscles a bit of rhomboids. Upper traps might be participating. You see, I'm not sitting up. My pineapple is stuck out in front. This pineapple shirt was from one of the summer celebrations that I volunteered at Mercer Island. All right, leave your hands up. Bring yourself up. Okay, offload your weights. All right, sumo squats. And with an option. So, option one. Feet are wide as you can have them with the toes slightly out. I do not lean forward. I go as far down as I can, and then some, and then squeeze. I can either use my hands on the back of the chair, or if I wanted to really challenge myself, I hold weights. My friend Carla does these, and she holds her mixer, which she says is really heavy. So you can imagine holding them, not like a hand mixer, you know, like one of those KitchenAid mixers. So that's how she does hers. So you can do it with or without weights. You may feel like you've done enough. So there's your sumo squat. Now, I gave you another option, plies. So your heels are together, the knees are out. So you would bend and come all the way up. Again, not bumping your head on the chair. So say 10 twice. How about that? I'm going to do the plie so you can see that new variation I've given you, and I'll do it facing you as a matter of fact. Wow, this takes me back. Now you don't have to use the hand if you're got one hand on support. Everybody ready? Head up. Sumo squat or plie. More than halfway there, got 4 more. Two more. Now, if you wanted to switch and do a different variation, that would be fine. And we've already heard this, so we don't need this anymore. If you want to do the same thing that you already did, you can repeat it. Let's see if I can find a different album. I'll just put this one on. There we go, we'll just put this on. Okay, little Aretha. I'm going to do the sumo squat. Okay, ready? Actually, those are plies in second position. In second position, you keep your heels down. So that's a different name for it. Okay, to the chair. Crossing our legs, working the hip flexor. Oh, it's good to sit. Hip flexors, iliopsoas, comes from your back, wraps around your hips and right here. Also involves the sartorius muscle. Hands go behind. And I'm going to pick up one leg and see if I can cross it. Now that might not be available for you. To get the cross, feel free to help yourself out. I'm okay if you want to help yourself out. What I don't want to see is this. Look at the leg on the bottom. See how it moved in? Leave that leg there and go up and over. Now there's a temptation to sink in your torso. My pineapple got really small. So keep your pineapple big. Okay, cross and cross. We're in the adductor and the hip flexor. Hip flexor lifting the leg, adductor crossing the leg. It's not particularly hard, and so the more repetitions, the more often you'll hit that fatigue. And I'm going to leave the lower body alone and go to my triceps. Now, if you didn't want to put any tubing in your hands, squeeze the elbows straight without putting energy into a fist. You're welcome to do that. I think I'll do some dips. So option, this. Or if you're going to dip, hands on the chair, off the chair, lower the hips and lift the hips by bending the elbows and straightening the elbows. So either this. Oh, I didn't think I turned it down that low. Okay, so I'm kicking back. Option 1, incumbent upon you to make something out of what looks like to be not much. Squeezing the elbow straight, activate your tricep. This is a loaded tricep dip. Not for everybody, the wrists for some don't allow for this, so do the one you can do. If you're not feeling your triceps, you have to get a little more attention to making sure those elbows don't just go here, but they really go there and squeeze, like you're pushing something back. Relax your hands. Let's go ahead to a tricep stretch. So if you're out of the chair, sit up in the chair and go here. And switch. Time for a few push-ups. Now we've pre-fatigued the bicep, the shoulder, the tricep. These are all the muscles that help us work. We haven't done much for the chest. So I'm going to show the wall, the chair, and the floor. You do the one you can do. You do what you can do plus 1. So here's the wall. See here. Remember the hands aren't up high, bring them down. If you're at the wall, go slow coming away. If you're going to do the chair, lower, push. Careful you don't bump your head. And if you're going to go to the floor, it's okay to be on your knees. Just work on the best process possible. Don't leave your bum up in the air. Move your hips forward. So do a few more. Careful, those hips get heavy. Just imagine I'm holding them up for you, because that's what a good friend would do. When you're done, you're going to either, if you're on your knees, stretch back. If you're on the chair, stretch back. And same thing, if you're on the wall, pardon my derriere, you're just going to pull back. Get a nice stretch. Okay, we're going to do a little risky stretch, and I'll give you a couple options. So I have here this chair, which can tip over. I can approach it from the seat with my balance, putting one foot up and putting my hand on the chair. Now I want to be careful my knee doesn't overshoot my foot, so instead the foot that's left on the floor, I'll wiggle it back a little bit. Now I'm keeping that chair pulled rather than pushing on it, and I'm going to let my hips go forward to stretch my hip flexor. I could do this from the side approach. Again, it's a chair, so you put the foot, you lean forward, and then wiggle or hop the other foot back and push your hip down. If the chair isn't necessary or scary for you, kneel, foot over knee, lean forward, and then if you want, straighten that back leg, but lean forward so you're not up here leaning on the chair a little bit, and the heaviness of the hip. Pull in the belly. Okay, everybody, switch legs. Go ahead, switch to the other side. So here's the floor, knee or not, and then lean on your chair for a little more support. That might be a bit much for you, so you can always do this one. Just giving you a little variety. Okay, let's do our piriformis stretch. If you'd prefer to stand, you take the outside leg above the standing knee, open your knee and push your hips back. I'm going to sit and show you that same option, the one that we usually do. You may notice a little bit around the hip and the glutes. We took a little focus on the inside of our thighs today, as well as a lot of work on balance, moving balance. I'm of the theory I'm not likely to tip over when I'm just standing still. That's not when I run the risk of tipping over. It's moving. Switch legs. You may want to do a seated version on one side, the standing version on another. You can mix and match. I'm usually doing something in the garden or something in my house. I'm moving, and then I have to catch my balance. And that's what that whole combo was about, not whether you were proficient in getting the steps in the proper order, although that is our brain part, but mostly about challenging stopping when you unexpectedly need to stop, shifting your weight from foot to foot. Because I know it can be frustrating, but understand it's good stuff, it's helpful. I need it because, you know, leaves are going to come down. You know where I go to blow the leaves off. Okay, let's stand up. I'm going to do some hip circles. So standing with one hand at my chair, using the leg on the opposite side or a counter, whatever you're at. That knee doesn't have to come very high, but you want it to go forward, sideways, and the important part, backwards. Now what often happens is the torso said, I don't have the low back mobility, so I will do this. So try and hold this and just make the motion happen below your waist. It doesn't have to be that high. Knee front, knee side, and especially knee back. And going back, you may feel it a little more. Go the other way, start to the back, side, and front. Good, keep circling around. And we'll go the other side, so I'll skip my chair over. This should feel good. Also helps us involve the core. Now just because we didn't do official sit-ups, we focused a little more on the back side. Go the other way. And as I stand up, I'll do some figure eights to feel how's my sacrum, you know, that low part of your back. And for my hamstrings, I'm going to turn to face the chair, stick my bum out, bring my hands onto the seat of the chair, lean forward into my toes. For some of you, this is going to be enough. For others, you'll need to maybe go to your elbows. Legs are straight, back is straight. Some of you might be the people that scoot their feet back and bring their hands more to the floor. Some of you might not want to even go as low as the seat of the chair and might want to just go higher. We're looking at that back of the hamstring. So remember, when you dump upside down, it can affect blood pressure. Now I'm not leaning back in the heels. I want you to lean up in those toes. Feel that your sit bones are being separated. Careful as you come up. Steady yourself as you come up. Tighten through your belly as you come up. Roll yourself all the way up. If you need to sit down because you're feeling, ooh, sit down, but no, fall down. Okay, feet are together. Stand nice and tall. Be aware of your breath. Be aware of your posture. Not this and not this. Those are the two most common ways that gravity gets us. So tuck in the belly, lift up the heart, relax through the neck and the shoulders. Let the arms reach for the sky and come down. Well, we have finished our workout, so good for us. I hope you're able to do most, if not all of it. And picking and choosing from what you can do is part of, you know, honoring yourself. So take whatever we did today into your weekend. One of our last few weekends of the summer might hit the 80s. So enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye.